Hey guys, Crazy Dave here with
a little coffee bean.
Hey, we're actually in the middle of the desert. Check this out. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere. That's right, we're in the desert. Why? Because a little coffee bean, Crazy Dave, and a little coffee bean's mommy, we're on our way on a vacation. That's right, vacation. But believe it or not, we brought the Traeger. So Stay tuned, and we are going to actually try to figure out something that we're going to cook in the middle of nowhere where it's over 110 degrees. Stay tuned while we figure this out. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen.
And a little coffee bean.
And we're out of here. Hey guys, so where's vacation spot, man? I'm actually in the beautiful Lake Havasu on the California side of the Colorado River. That's right, Lake Havasu. I'm actually at Black Meadow Landing. This place has been around forever, and we call this God's country. Why is that? Well, take a look around and look how beautiful the scenery is around here. Take a look at that. This is untouched paradise. Not changing. I mean, I came back here when I was a kid, and even to this day, 25, 30 years later, it's exactly the way it was when I left it. Check that out. Well guys, again, stay tuned, and sometime during my vacation, I'm gonna cook something that's gonna blow you out of the water. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Stay tuned. So, right now I'm actually going to be heading towards Parker, Arizona. Now, what's in Parker? The Parker Dam. It is listed as one of the world's biggest dams. It's what you don't see that makes this thing huge. Visually, on the outside, it actually looks very small. But a lot of the dam is actually embedded into the bedrock. And that's what makes this dam a big dam. Well, stay tuned. And I'm going to show you what this dam looks like as we drive over it. You're watching Crazy Dave. And over here on the left is the power generation station that is generated by this dam. Here's that dam, look at that. Visually, that thing looks pretty small. That thing's actually awesome, look at that. That thing's huge. Well, I'm coming up to a checkpoint, so I'll hit you guys up in a little bit. So now we parked, and up on this hill, that is the power grid that's coming off of this dam. Now take a look at this. The dam's coming up over here on the right-hand side. That's the dam. In the background is the water level of Lake Havasu or the Colorado River. Over here, this is the actual power generation station. And then down over here is the actual water level. Look how much lower that is. And then you see those little buoys way over there? That is there for the 9/11 security to keep people away from this dam. Well, next, we're gonna drive over this dam, and you're gonna really see some really cool views. Stay tuned. So now we're entering the dam, and they got some security guards over here that are here to watch everybody and keep this dam safe. Wave hi to the guys. Look at that. There's some gates over here, and check this out. This is absolutely amazing. We're gonna go real slow here because this dam, it's really super narrow. And check this out. Look how high that is over here. They got chains actually on these walls, if you can see them, to prevent people from doing things they shouldn't be doing. And we're still driving across this dam. And of course I'm taking up, the middle lane because it is a very narrow bridge here. But look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And we still got this over here. And we're still driving through the dam. Now this dam is very narrow. I mean, even on my big truck, I'm still not able to stay in the center line of this truck. And look at that. And there's the security guards again. Say hi, guys. And look at that, awesome. That is one heck of a view. That is amazing. Now, we're on the other side of the dam. And look at that. Wow. And that's the power station right there, generating some power for the people down south. And it's really not generating a lot right now because it's not quite that hot. But man, when this baby kicks on, you should see how fast this water comes flowing out of that dam. Well, there you go, guys. That's the Parker Dam, one of the largest dams in the world. Hey guys, so it's Sunday morning here in Lake Havasu. It's about 102 right now, and it's only 11 o'clock, so it's hotter than hell out here. So what do I have in the Traeger right now? Well, let's take a look and see. So we brought Mommy's Baby Traeger to Havasu because I didn't feel like pulling my trailer, otherwise I would have brought the big boy. But what do we got inside? Let's take a look here. So right now, that is the start of Dave's chili. We're going to be smoking some ground beef right now, and over here I got my smoking tube going on. I got this thing set up for about 270 degrees, and I just want to cook up the ground beef really, really good before I start adding all of the other vegetables. Now, what did I do to that ground beef? Let's close that here. So, to the ground beef, this is what I added. To the ground beef, I added just some simple ingredients, you know, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some onion powder, some garlic powder, some chili powder, just the basic staple of ingredients. And then I pretty much mixed it up and I threw it on a little pan you just saw, and I threw it in the Traeger. You know, the Traeger's set for about 270 degrees right now, only because I want the ground beef to cook. I don't want to add raw ground beef to all the vegetables that I'm going to add to this. And then once this ground beef is done, then I'm going to turn it down to 225, let this baby smoke, and I'm just going to add a whole bunch of cans of beans. I mean, different beans, whatever bean you want to add. And that's my simple chili recipe that everybody talks about. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it and put it all together again. So guys, what kind of beans did I add to this mix? Well, we got some southern ranch beans, some pinto beans, some jalapeno black beans, and then we got this rotel called diced tomatoes with green chilies. Now, these three over here, I rinsed them out really, really well. This one, we actually just drained off the water and we added that to the mixing bowl over here, and we just give it a really good stir. Now, we're gonna go ahead and add that to the Traeger and let it simmer for a couple of hours. Now that the ground beef is all browned and cooked, do not drain the fat. You want that because that helps to make your chili juices. So now we're going to add that bowl of the vegetables into the mix. Now after the vegetables are added, give it a really good stir because you want to mix up all of the meat, all the vegetables, and just stir it up really, really well. Then you're just going to close your Traeger up and you're going to check on it about once an hour or so to stir it up. But lower your Traeger temperature to 225 because we want this low and slow.
Hey guys, little coffee bean here. Right now I am feeding donkeys and they're trying to take my bag. This one's being a pig right now.
Hey guys, little coffee bean here. I'm not going to be cooking today because it's 109 degrees outside. So, it's way too hot. And I am at the Shogun restaurant. And I am here with my dad, Crazy Dave's Kitchen, and my mom. And yeah, we are not going to be cooking today. Sorry. Oh my God. Hey guys, Little Coffee Bean here. Well, it is like 106 degrees outside. So, we were just improvising to see what we can do. We are making you the special dish that we were talking about. So, what is that? So, what are we making? We are making chicken Parmesan in rice. So simple and easy. You can make it anywhere. Okay, so what are the ingredients? And remember, this is in our home. So please forgive us if things do not look right. We are on vacation. So, as I said, what are the ingredients? Of course, some thawing out chicken, a baking dish, 1 bag of rice, 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese, a bottle or packet of chicken broth, well, not really packet, some organic mayonnaise, I think, with roasted garlic mayonnaise, and some State Fair whipped dressing. And we have some onion powder and garlic powder. So what's the first step? You take the bag of rice, cut off the top of it or the corner. I'm just gonna do the corner. And pour it into the baking dish. Next, we are going to add the entire container of chicken broth into the baking dish. Next, pour it all around, and then you're gonna mix it with a spoon. Now I'm gonna mix it up. But if you're worried about the too much chicken broth, don't worry about that. The rice is gonna absorb the water or chicken broth. Next, we are adding equal parts of Miracle Whip and the mayonnaise in 1 cup into a bowl. Mine happens to be a little overfilling, and that's okay. Next, we are gonna add the entire bag of Parmesan cheese into the Miracle Whip and mayonnaise mix. And we are going to give that a good stir. Next, you are going to take your own spices that you want to use. But then again, we have someone in our family who is allergic to citric acid and pepper. So we are not going to use that in our mix. You guys can do it if you would like. Now, take your defrosted chicken and lay it on the rice. Now we are going to take this mayonnaise mixture and put it onto the chicken. And you are going to take the mixture and just toss it on there and spread it out. Okay, next, well, this is how it looks when it's all done. Next, you're going to take tinfoil and put it all over it, like cover it like a roof on it. And we are going to put it in the Traeger. But this is so darn heavy, I'm going to get my dad, Crazy Dave's Kitchen, to put it in the Traeger.
So this is the part that a little coffee bean told me to help with, because this thing's heavy, but it's completely covered with foil now. And we're just going to gently put it into the Baby Traeger. that we have set at 225 degrees. And we're just going to close the lid and let this baby cook. Now, we're going to periodically check the temperature because it's 106 degrees out here. So the cooking times vary depending on your ambient temperature. Now, what I've also noticed out here in the middle of the desert, the Baby Traeger likes to do some burn back every now and then. So therefore, we're going to keep checking it to make sure that's not happening. But at home, normally you should just cook your chicken like you normally do, you know, for an hour or an hour and a half at the 225. Basically, you're going to cook the chicken, but you're also going to check the rice to make sure that the rice stays tender and is done. Stay tuned, and we're going to show you the finished product. Hey guys, check this out. There is a sink of dirty dishes, a little coffee beans outside with the Traeger. And she hates doing dishes. Well, guess what? Just because you're camping doesn't mean you don't have chores. Watch this. Hey, little coffee bean!
What?
Guess what you get to do?
What am I gonna do?
What's this over here? I see a sink full of dirty dishes.
This is the little coffee bean and I'm out!
And where do you think you're going? Hey, just because you're camping doesn't mean you're not doing dishes. Okay guys, well, I gotta go get a little coffee bean because she's doing dishes. I'll be right back. Man, that was a lot of running after that little girl. Man, she ran halfway across the park over here. I'm out of breath. But guess what? I found her, and as I'm running her down, I said, "Little coffee bean, I control the internet. If you want internet on your iPhone, you better come back and do the dishes." Well, guess what? Look who's doing the dishes.
I hate you right now.
Daddy wins again. Well, here she is doing the dishes.
I hate you so much right now.
And she hates me. Oh well, the joys of being a daddy. Well guys, stay tuned and eventually we'll show you the finished product. Eventually, I hope, if little coffee bean doesn't run off again.
So, it is all cooked and we are going to see how it looks. And if I were you, I would wear something over your hands because I think this is very hot. Oh, wow. Wow. That kind of looks like hash browns or something. Wow, that looks really good. We are going to see how the rice looks. So I'm going to do it at the bottom of here because this is all the chicken. And look at that rice. It's all cooked and looks ready to eat. So, normally I would say I'm out, but I'm hungry. So I'm going to take a little nibble out of this.
Well guys, thanks so much for watching. You've watched Crazy Days Kitchen along with Little Coffee Bean on our little vacation out here in the middle of nowhere. And I should say Lake Havasu, man, it's hotter than hell. But what we just showed you right now is one of our other signature dishes. And that's basically a chicken Parmesan with some rice done in the Traeger. We had it at about 225, monitoring the temperature back and forth for about an hour to an hour and a half. Now remember, temperatures and times change depending on where you are because it's hotter than hell outside. But as you can see, that dish came out phenomenal. So enjoy. And do it for yourself. Thanks for watching. Take care.